Yeah, so, part 4. There, 4 fingers. Yeah. Ugh. I did this recording already and then there's not enough space. So here we go. So back to learn from the past to change the future right now. Because that's how you make changes. Because both the past and the future can be changed right now. But not if you keep thinking and dwelling on it how it was and not how, and instead of how you want it to be. But not thinking way ahead now, seeing how you would like it to be right now. Yeah, you want it in the future. Maybe you want it right now, but what you do right now to get it right now is like almost relishing in it like you already have it. That's that fake it till you make it stuff. Or just give thanks and reverence and be happy and joyful when you see it outside of yourself, in others, around you. Or just be thankful for it and it will come to you. Okay, 3 different ways. Okay, and we have the Swan Queen, transformation, intuition, patience. Okay, Mercury Day. This is the Eve. This is the message that we need to understand for how we move out of the year into the new. Remembering, realizing effective communication is very important. Okay, and making changes in the present is the way forward from the past into the future, and realizing that our intuition is the key. Transform anything that pulls us away from it, and realizing our intuition is the key alongside patience. Because sometimes we think, oh, we're supposed to be such magical beings, super duper fly cosmic beings. Why first of all are we not flying? Where are my wings? And how come things don't come like that? Because there's a law of the universe. Things don't come like that. That's like I don't want to say mythology or folklore, but that's like, it's not even fairy tale. It could be fairy tale. Fairies are cool, by the way. They're part of the gang, but it's telltales. Okay, things hardly ever come instantaneously. There's still a graft. There's still a pace. There's still a process to things. Okay, there's a cycle to everything. Okay, also realizing the need to respect and revere children. Your life purpose involves helping, teaching, and healing children, realizing that they are very much closer to divine. Okay, they are very much more sanctified, and that can be very that. And the flip, they're more easier polluted because they're so innocent and pure. And and most shadow people know that they can absorb their energy and they can misconstrue their energy. So be mindful of that. Get to understand more about that. I know a lot about these things. This is part of my life path, like sanctifying and saving and making sure the children are safe is so important, because that's how then we can have a much better world, because these children then grow up to be holistic beings. Once the adults are not fragmented and like loving it or just living it. Okay, we have Fiona. It says, now that you have asked the angels for help, be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help. So look out to what the guidance is. That's that faith without works, you know? Like, have the faith that you have guidance, but do the works by listening to what you've been guided to do and follow through. Dolphins, I love this card. 23. Dolphin sonics purify and raise the frequency of water as they swim through it, so that they can access, maintain, and pass on the wisdom of Golden Atlantis and Lemuria. Those dolphins who shimmer with aquamarine light were the angels of Atlantis. They are mighty beings who help to hold the frequency of the oceans. Choosing this card invites you to tune into the beautiful dolphins and access a message from them. Your guidance is to relax and flow with the current of ascension, knowing that the dolphins are telepathically imparting help and wisdom to you. And the affirmation is, I connect with dolphin wisdom. Beautiful card, beautiful message. And why don't we have a... Oh, right, yes, this was the day we also had a 2 of Pentacles. But that 2 of Pentacles came out earlier, so, but another reminder that the realization is for you to realize, do you want the high vibration or the mundane vibration? Or do you want the highest highs or the lowest lows? Or do you want the mundane or the sublime? You know, you can access both, either or. You can even be in the threshold of one and the other, or even in the middle. Okay, but you have to make the decision and make the moves forward. Realize that you are divine, and you, because divinity is all those like instances that are just miraculous. And earlier I said the things about situations not coming about instantaneously, but it's not always that they don't come back instantly. It depends, because something like telepathic communication is instant. It can be, definitely, because that shit travels, vibes, waves, frequency. But something like you want to manifest a million, you want to be a millionaire, that's not going to come without the works as well. Okay, but it can happen. And if you misstep, if you don't do, that means it's going to take longer, because you could have a date if you continue this way, or a term, or a certain phase. But if you fall off and something else comes in play, and you do this and you do that, then it might be stretched out a little bit longer, but it can still come. Okay. That was the 9th with the 7th vibration. Okay. And that 9th day, we had the need to end non-conducivity. Yes. End whatever stops you from communicating effectively. If it's your own insecurities about what you know, what you don't know, get to know. Okay. Realize that you have the power right more so in the now, in your present, instead of dwelling far forward or too far back. Make the decisions you need to, make the moves you need to. Okay? If you've asked for help, trust that it will come, but also trust that if you don't listen, it will stop. Children, they need to be kept pure and sanctified. Don't allow people to misconstrue children in your sights and think it's cool. And allow them to think it's cool. We have the Swan Queen, realizing that we are intuitively guided, okay, to make the transformation needed. If you've come here, you are definitely needing of change. And it's gonna be a great change for you and everything else around you. It will change your circumstances for its greatest good. Communicate with yourself, communicate with these divine beings. Yes, dolphins, have a look at a dolphin. Just listen to their sonics. It will change your whole auric field. Because I've said before, dolphins are like the first manifestations of us out of the water. Okay, so on the 10th, which is the eve, okay, which is the eve of the new year 2013 coming in. We have Taurus in Luna still, Leo in Sol. We have last quarter moon, and we also have the Epsilon Perseid meteor shower. Okay, and these are the things that we are to integrate for the year. Okay, 2013. This is what we should integrate. This will be great energy for us to integrate. Venus day. No, Jupiter day, excuse me. Jupiter day. The 10th, right, what's going on? Let's read that. Yes, it's the last quarter moon. And the Epsilon Perseid meteor showers in Perseus. And this one is asking you, who is your hero? Okay? Keep that in mind. As we read the cards, I'm gonna touch on that again. We have here autumn season. Life is what you make it. Writing. Adriana. The world again. The sun dancers and the gold and violet flame. The gold and silver violet flame. Okay. How are we gonna start? So this is what we have to integrate for the year, right? What are we to integrate for the year is the lessons that we are going to learn in this autumn season. And some of the heads up that I had, remember to facilitate or almost a preparedness for the winter season. So this is something that we need to integrate, because it's something I used to say before. I used to always feel like I didn't want to do too many juices, but now I realize probably fruit juice is not the way anyways, because it's just concentrated with so much sugar. But I always used to try to get myself ready for the winter in the autumn season, and realizing that when COVID hit, maybe we should implement that more often, and more regularly, as in like preventative care, because I always been saying that prevention is better than cure. But then I thought to myself I should push it before the autumn season. But the autumn season, they're saying, is a good time to start getting things together, okay? But also on a regular, maybe once a week, you should have some kind of medicinal something to keep your body going. Not just in the cold of the winters, because these things nowadays, they're trying it everywhere they can. Just thank fuck for the changes of the seasons, because that's the only reason that those airborne diseases are able to not survive in the heat and stuff, and even in the very, very cold. But it depends on which ones are what strengths. But anyways, okay, so autumn season, get prepared in the autumn season for the winter every time. Let's not forget that. Get prepared for what we need in the winter every autumn season. This is what we have to integrate moving forward for this year. Okay, because they said that they're going to try this again next year, and more people are going to be wiped out. I don't know how, I don't know why. And life is what you make it. Remember that, learning from the past. This is what we have to integrate this year. Life is what you make it. Life is what you make it. If you think, then it will be all of that. If you think like, hey, yeah, then it will be all of that. Okay? The world. All this the cycles, the changes, the seasons. Embrace it all. Check it all. Realize it all. You are all. The truth is in the changes. The truth is in the cycles. The truth is within you. Okay? In your uniqueness, and you standing strong and firm in what you know to be true. And even if you don't know it outside of you, if you feel it inside of you, then it's true. Writing this year is going to be very good for us all. We all need to take pen to paper, not on the phones and all these things and the devices that sometimes can get lost. If that's what you feel most comfortable with, then okay, whatever. But I'd say write pen and paper, write things down. Writing is a great manifesting tool. It's a great way of like just decluttering your mind, and it can be a cluttering of space as well. I got so many notes all over the place. Not anymore though, but even still, like, oh god, I still need to hear some more shit. Writing is a great tool to be able to just empty your mind and get your creation onto paper, see how it can be manifested. Like, that's the first instances of manifestation, when you see your thoughts on paper. Okay? And the sun dances, joyful activity, celebration of life, abundance. Yes, life is what you make it. Have fun, have joy, feel joy, be joy. You are joy. Okay? Embrace that, bask in that. Make the changes that's necessary to bring you the joy. Okay? Because I am leading you towards the answers to your prayers. Please listen to and follow the steps I'm communicating through your intuition, thoughts, and dreams. Okay, you are being guided. This is Adriana. You're being guided by your divine guidance. Okay, everybody, remember, has a soul family, and everybody has divine guidance systems. Everybody has at least one archangel. Everybody has a guiding angel, a guardian angel, and other spirits around them that they can work with to help them see the light where it's dark. See the unseen in the light. Okay? And then we have the gold and silver violet flame, number 4, which is Archangels Zadkiel and Saint Germain. are keepers of the violet flame of transmutation. When you add the gold of wisdom and the silver of grace and harmony, you create the powerful gold and silver violet flame. Yes, the angels suggest you invoke this mighty energy to clear the ascension path ahead of you and keep your light pure and clear. When you send the gold and silver violet flame to people, situations, and places, you facilitate wondrous transformations. This powerful light transmutes the old and raises everything to a very high frequency. The affirmation is, I am the gold and silver violet flame. And you know that gold represents the masculine and silver represents the feminine. And again, the yin and the yang together makes the divine. It's that three energy. It's that one and it's that 1, 2, 3 synergy, trinity. You know, the integrating of your light and your dark, your masculine and your feminine brings about that holistic being, and it changes you from just being one way but whole way. Those are the messages for us to integrate for the year. Remember, who is your hero? I hope it's you. I hope it's the divine in you, okay, that can make all these changes, that can make your life worthwhile. Don't look outside of yourself for that. Those are shadow workers that are working with your shadow to make you feel that that is the way forward, because you should be your own hero. Because no one can champion you better than you. Okay, so be your own hero. The divine has got you. The team is all there, rooting you on, okay, backing you up, ready to pass on the baton. So that was the eve. On the day of the new year, the 11th of September, don't let that energy of the Twin Towers fuck you up, because that was intended. That's why they did it on that 11th day, so they can shake up the energy into something dreary and shit. But no, we elevating, we rising up, we realizing that it was a ploy to pull you off your core, and now we're straightened back up and shit. And here we go. On a Venus day, it's the 2013 year, which correlates to a 6 energy, and a 6 energy is that Venus energy. And here we are on the Venus day, that green and magenta wave of love, unconditional love for self first, others after, being about the pleasures and the leisures, being about home, bliss, family, love, business, right? We have here a summer season. Your desires, needs, and wants can all be met with justice, Astara, family, the High Lord of Gratitude and Service with the unicorns. Yeah, you know, someone, when I said it last time, someone said, "What, you're into unicorns as well?" Like, yeah, hello. Monosoterite. Let me not even try to butcher the name. The unicorns are ancient beings. So let's talk about it in the card. Let's go. But before I go, unicorns are like horses. They're the evolved version of the horses, and they only came like in everybody's faces like that because their energy came through. Like seriously, even when their energy came through on Earth. That's why every designer, every kind of something had to have unicorns in it, because their energy was here. It came on the earth, it came online, started sparking people's imagination, and then it trickled effect, you know. So let's read the unicorns. This is the year, the beginning of the year. Moving forward, remember we had what we had to integrate, we had what we had to realize on the eve, and on the eve we had what we could integrate, and now here we are moving forward. The unicorns, number 22, which is that master builder, that macro, looking at what is needed on a micro scale to get to the macro level. When you think about unicorns, your frequency rises and you attune to them. These pure white 7th dimensional ascended horses are touching you as you read this card. They have come to you because you have a soul desire to serve humanity or the planet. Bathe yourself in their energy, and they will give you the dignity, confidence, and strength to do what is right. Other people will sense this and respond to it. Unicorns grant wishes to the pure in heart, so ask them to bring something significant to you now. And the affirmation is, I connect with the unicorns. See, the need to elevate. Okay, if you ever need elevating in a situation, think of a unicorn. Okay, and the need to, and you know, when it comes to unicorn like beings, okay, on earth as well, without the horns and even in the human form, like they are about that, trying to keep the peace, the love and joy for all else, for all. But it's important for them to realize that it's for self first and then others thereafter. Okay, but it's about bringing in that bliss for everyone, not just for themselves. Okay. Okay, and then we have justice, and there is justice in that, and realizing that, you know, you don't live in the world by yourself. We are all interconnected, and the more you do for yourself with the intention of helping others, and it's not always like, oh, I'm going to do this for myself so then I know somebody else is going to get helped, and then I can get help as well. But definitely not like that, because you get sidetracked to that shit. What happens is, you take care of yourself, knowing that the more people that do take care of themselves, then the more happy and joyful people can be, and with that trickle effects, and makes everybody else around them happy and all that good stuff. You know, that's that balance that we need for self first, others thereafter. Not to go outside of yourself, but to start within. The same with understanding that spirit is first, which is the unseen, and then the seen. It's the micro first, and then the macro after. Always, nothing else works otherwise. Maybe Earth, because but even Earth was birthed by the micro. What's up, babe? Before the micro.